Hi everyone, my name is Monique.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And welcome to day 3 of our 12 days of board games, where we will be showcasing one board game a day and showing you how to play it.
Yep, today is Truffle Shuffle from AEG. It is designed by 3 different designers. We have Molly Johnson, Shawn Stankewich, and Robert Melvin. And this one is a filler type game. It plays in about roughly 15 to 30 minutes.
Yes. And so this is a game that it has a very yummy theme.
Yummy,
yes. It is all based off of chocolate truffles. We have cards set up in a beautiful tableau, and we're going to be playing poker-style hands in order to earn the most amount of chocolate coins.
Yes. Sounds like my kind of thing, yeah.
Yes.
I love that stuff.
So let's just jump right in. So as we were mentioning, this game does feature a tableau of truffle cards. And this is the tableau we have set up right here in front of us. And so each row of the tableau is actually alternating between face-down cards and face-up. The cards come in 4 different suits. They're pink, green, purple, and yellow. And so what's happening here is on your turn, you're going to simply just take a card from this tableau. And so the main rule for taking a card is it may not be covered by any other card.
Right.
And so to start the game, you're pretty much going to be taking from this bottom row right here.
Yeah, because you can take a card that's either face up or face down. So at the very beginning of the game, all the cards are face down. You know the card is face down if you see that nice, beautiful truffle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the cards in the deck are going to be either cards that have just a basic number on them, anywhere from 1 to 5, or they're going to show different symbols that act as powers in order to help you mitigate the different numbers that you have on your cards when you go to fulfill orders. Once you're done taking a card from the tableau, then you're going to optionally fulfill an order. And the different types of orders that you can fulfill are all listed on this player aid here, and they all kind of follow along with the different kind of poker style hands.
Yeah.
It's going to be stuff like turning in 3 of a kind, or 4 of a kind, or you can do like a small straight, a large straight flush. The type of order that you fulfill is going to dictate how much money in these beautiful thick chocolate gold coins that you're going to earn.
Yes. These are like those gold coin chocolates, you know, that have the little two wrappers on there. You can see a little chocolate right there.
You know, when I was a kid, I didn't really like those.
Man,
it's
I love
so
those.
strange, but they're so good.
They're tasty.
It's like the little doubloon chocolates.
Yeah. There's something special about this for me. Yeah.
Because the rows are built this way, where everything is kind of alternating face down, face up, you can see what's coming up next. And so say if I were to start the game, I might take this card, because hopefully, maybe Naveen will uncover that beautiful color change card. And then it would be Naveen's turn.
Sure, maybe I will do that for some reason, for no reason.
Which is not good for him, but
No.
good for me. And now, while we're actually taking cards from the tableau, we're not necessarily drawing blindly. Because in addition to the numbered cards, there are also cards that give you special abilities, just like this one. And so those abilities are sometimes dependent on the color of the card. So there is a second reference card that shows you all the different types of powers that are in the game and which colors that they may pertain to. And these all kind of help you mitigate the different card draws when it goes to fulfilling orders.
Or also when you're left with a bunch of options, you can then take a chance and go in a certain direction.
Right. So now that it's still my turn, I can fulfill an order. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn in these 2 cards, because this is one of those bonus abilities. This allows you to duplicate any of the cards in your hand when you're fulfilling an order.
Right.
And so in this example, I'm turning in this 2 and a duplicate, which means they are both 2s. And so I'm turning it in for the number set. Unfortunately, they are of 2 different suits, so it's not going to give me the number set flush, but it is going to get me the 2 points for turning in a number set.
Right.
So I would discard these 2 cards into the discard pile, and I would get my 2 points from the supply in these chocolate coins. Now there are also these bonus tokens down here. The first person who's able to fulfill an order using at least 4 truffle cards gets the highest numbered token. Anybody thereafter gets the lower numbered ones until we run out of them.
Exactly.
But because there was only 2 cards in that order, I don't actually get any of them. The other types of cards that you'll see are the rainbow card. Now this is just a wild card. It's still a specific number,
Right.
but it's just any of the colors.
Exactly, yeah.
You'll also see cards that have a number symbol on it, and these cards represent any number of your choice. It still must follow the same suit, which is the purple suit, but you can use it to represent any number.
Yeah, it's kind of the inverse of the rainbow. Instead of the rainbow, which is any color, this remains the same color, but it's any number now. Yeah.
That's right. The third type is the duplicate card, which we've already seen demonstrated in that last example. And the last 4 types of action cards are very specific to the colored suits. Some of the purple suit cards will show a color change symbol on it. And what this allows you to do is this lets you change the color of another one of your cards to any color.
Yeah, so this card itself does not act as a card. It's just a modifier of one of the other cards that you're using to fulfill.
Exactly. And we're going to show you an example of that in a second, in case that's confusing.
Sure.
Some of the pink cards will show a number change symbol on it, and this is the exact opposite of the card that we just described. This allows you to change the number of one of your cards in the order that you're fulfilling. And just to show you an example of the type of card combinations that you can make in this game, say I were to turn in this order that is comprised of these 5 cards. So what I have here is the pink 4 truffle card. I also have the any number card that's pink, so I would turn this in to represent a 4 as well. So now I have
4 pink.
So now I have 2 cards that are 4 pinks. I'm also turning in a duplicate card, which I'm going to use to duplicate that first 4. So now I have 3 4s that are pink. I'm turning in this 5, which is not ideal, but if I turn in the number change card along with it, I can use it to change this 5 into another 4.
Right, you're modifying that one.
I'm modifying that one. So now I have 4 4s of the pink suit.
Yes.
Which would qualify as a number set flush, earning me 8 points.
It's quite a bit. Yep.
That is quite a bit.
Let me hand that to you.
Oh, thank
Here's
you.
8. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Amazing.
And so that is just kind of like one example of the different types of card combinations that you can make when you're trying to find different order cards here.
Right, yep.
The last 2 type of action cards that you'll see in the deck are the yellow Take 2, and these are only for the yellow suit, and the green Skip. And so these 2 cards actually do not get turned in with orders. These are cards that you're allowed to play instead of taking a card on your turn. So this would be in place of your action.
Right.
So what the skip allows you to do is it actually makes you skip your turn, but when it comes back around to you, you would get to take 3 cards from the tableau instead of just 1 at a time.
Yeah, if you can hold on to this card at a strategic time when you don't like what's out there and you want to force your opponents to start to unveil certain cards in the tableau, that's a perfect time to use the card.
Or you can use the card in order to unveil things for yourself.
Exactly.
Right? Because you're taking 3 cards at one time. The other card is a Take 2. And so if I were to play this card, it just literally allows me to take 2 cards instead of 1. And so those are all the different types of cards in the game. You pretty much play out the round until every single card in the tableau has been picked up, and then the round will end. And at that point, each player must discard down their hand size down to however many players are in the game. So if it's a 2-player game, then we have to discard down to 2.
Yeah, this could make it very frustrating.
Yes.
If you are trying to plan a big move and you did not expect or time the game properly and you had 7 cards in your hand in a 2-player game, now you lose 5 of those cards. You get to choose which 5, but it's not good. So
the moral of the story is you have to plan properly. Then afterwards, you reset up the entire tableau and you play again. The game lasts 3 rounds, and at the end of the 3rd round, you count up all your wonderful chocolate gold doubloons, and whoever has the most points wins. That is Truffle Shuffle in a nutshell.
That's the gist of it, yeah. This game is, it's a good little filler. It's 15-30 minutes. It doesn't take too long. There is a little bit of a setup time with getting the cards in proper order and organized. But
I would say that that's pretty much the main barrier. Just kind of setting up the tableau.
Because you have to do it 3 times over the course of the game, but it makes sense why you have to do it that way. And,
but once it's set up, the actual round is quick. Because you play a card, you fulfill an order, and it just keeps it going around the table.
Exactly.
So this game is perfect for people who enjoy fillers. It's easy to teach, easy to learn. Anybody can kind of get in and out of it. It's perfect for people who enjoy games that employ the use of poker-style hands.
Yeah, I like games that for some reason have that element in them.
And chocolate lovers. Right?
Also love it. Yeah.
And so that is Truffle Shuffle by AEG.
Thank you all for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. This concludes our day 3 of our 12 days of board games. Tomorrow, join us again for day 4, where we'll showcase another game.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.